Smoke and mirrors, guys. Welcome to the movie factory.
Ooh, so exciting, isn't it?
Trust me. Please, we can kill it.
Ferocious Earth. I'm trying to put Tiger Bomb on this jungle tonight.
You're not gonna die, you bitch.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
You want to get nuts? Wakanda forever! Yes! Fuck you too!
You're gonna see some serious shit.
And we are back. Smoke and Mirrors, episode 47. Agent 47 is the Hitman episode.
Yeah.
47 Ronin.
Yep.
No masters here.
No lanterns.
Oh, big old Justice Leagues there.
Kryptonian here.
How we living there, big dogs?
Yeah, hood dog.
I was going good. I was actually quite refreshed.
Yeah.
Quite nice. Little shower in there. Wash the stink off my ass.
Wipe the cold from my eyes.
How you going?
Yeah, good, man. Good, good. Living.
Livid.
This is good. Got a haircut. Nice little beard trim there.
Living the dream, champion.
Yeah.
Moving to our streaming news.
Get it.
So we got Emily Blunt in a 6-part Western for that BBC.
Pause.
So this is called The English. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's called The English. She actually goes over to the US, into the West, for revenge. Because supposedly the guy that killed her son is in the West.
Yep.
It sounds pretty cool.
Could have that what's his face feel. You know the Portman one with Edgerton?
Yeah. But this is cool though because it's coming out on BBC. Pause in the UK, but then the US, Australia, NZ, and somewhere else. I think some parts of Europe will actually get this on Amazon Prime.
Sick.
Yeah, so that'll be cool.
I'm in.
I hope they drop it all at once.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So a big bet that we got going on.
yeah. Looks like I'll probably win because of this.
We'll see. But Jungle Cruise is going to hit Disney Plus day and date through their normal premiere access that we see in Raya, and Cruella will go through there, and Mulan, and fucking Black Widow on July 30th.
Yeah,
So we'll see.
which is big, right? Because like they would have just had Black Widow come out on July 4th, and then a couple of weeks later, boom, got Jungle Cruise.
Yeah, and Cruella's around there
Cruella's,
as well.
I think, in the middle there somewhere.
It's a lot of dollars to be made.
Big dollars. Big dollars.
But we'll see. I want to see the
It's The Rock. You see what's his face that his show's doing on NBC?
No, actually, I didn't.
Big viewership.
Is it?
Big viewership.
So they getting that second season then?
Of course.
Rock coming back to NZ then.
That'd be awesome.
Because he was in NZ to shoot the other one.
That'd be cool, actually, because, I mean, hopefully he just sticks around and actually just shoots Black Adam there.
Yeah, we'll see. Because it's the same director as well.
Yeah.
Bob Collette.
Sierra.
Yeah.
All right, so Netflix came through and surprised everyone with some screenshots for the new He-Man.
Yeah.
That was done by Kevin Smith.
Yeah. So he's actually the showrunner.
Yeah, he's the showrunner.
I didn't know he was the actual showrunner. I
Yeah,
thought he was
yeah,
just
yeah.
writing them.
No.
That's pretty mad.
He's got on his podcast. He had guys from the writers' room there, like in the studio. This is before COVID. That's how old this is. This is before COVID. Yeah, and they were detailing what's going to happen. I think his mate Mark Bernardi is writing something else as well.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
But the animation looks classic He-Man, though.
Yeah. It's cool.
Like, it's cool that it's an actual sequel series to the original He-Man.
Yeah, so literally, he said it literally starts off from where He-Man finished, the last He-Man finished.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where did He-Man finish? Do you know?
I don't know. We were in South Africa when He-Man came out. Like, it was all over the shop there.
Yeah.
In
Couldn't
Afrikaans
find
and
it
everything.
Remember you had to tune the radio?
It was wild back in the day.
Like, I remember watching the Police Academy series in full Afrikaans,
Yeah.
and then,
It
like...
was like, what is going on here?
And then I think Ma or Papa or someone was like...
Yeah.
And then found it. That's
It's
crazy.
wild. Like the mainstream there was Afrikaans on the TV.
Yeah.
Wild.
So Shang-Chi and Free Guy in August will both get a reduced 45-day theatrical run before eventually going to Disney Plus. So they didn't actually specify whether it's going to Disney Plus Premiere
As
access.
if they wouldn't. As if they wouldn't. I would if I was them.
It's a smart move.
It's a smart move.
This is how they're growing their revenue. So in their investor call as well, they actually confirmed that they've passed 103.6 million subs on Disney Plus.
Quite a lot.
It's big money. So this will make up for them losing the theme parks. Not fully, but a portion of that.
Yeah, but that'll all be back now. I mean, cinemas are going to open up 100%, I think, in July, they were saying, in New York and LA. So if cinemas can open, theme parks could open.
I'm interested to see how they do the theme parks because when we was there, you were back to back with people.
Yeah, you were.
It was insane.
Yeah, it was.
They had
wild.
1,000 people waiting in line.
Yeah,
1,000 people. It was weird.
but they got through them quick, so you weren't standing. I mean, you were standing in line for maybe half an hour, but still,
Yeah.
you got through them hits quick.
Some eye fuckery in there because they trick you with the Millennium Falcon. There's like 6 cockpits in there.
Yeah.
Pause.
Sounds
Marvel came through as well. They set their directors for that Secret Invasion series that they've got going on. Yeah. So the current directors they have on file are Thomas Bazusha and Ali Salim.
Yeah. So there's no current split on how they're going to helmet. Like, is one going to do 3 and the other going to do 3? Or is it going to be 4-2? Like, what's the go?
Why can't they just direct together like the Coens?
Or the Spirix.
I think they're both solo directors. So that Thomas Bazooka or Bazooka, as I like to call it.
Yeah, that's how I would say the name.
He could completely just go into action movies. But he just dropped Let You Go, something like that. Dramatic Fare.
Okay.
And Ali Salim did something else. Yep.
Well, you never know. They might just do like the joint, directorship, be like Tango and Cash, get some real fucking lightning in the bottle action for the 6 episodes.
There's a lot of directors that should do that. I reckon.
Yeah. Like it almost feels different. Like Sin City almost feels like a different movie when Tarantino directed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we kind of see directors muck around in like producing together. You know what I mean? Like if we seen a Fincher and Tim Miller movie, that could be different. You know what I mean? That would have been very different if they did Terminator together.
Yeah.
What if you did a Spielberg Cameron movie together?
They're too similar.
But you know how big that movie would be?
Fucking
Can
hell.
you imagine them like trying to do something like a True Lies 2 or something like that?
Yeah. Cameron wouldn't do it though. Neither would Spielberg.
I think Cameron's too much of a control freak.
Yeah.
as well.
He'd fight.
Yeah.
He'd literally fight.
Spielberg would like walk off the set crying or something.
That's fucked.
Why'd you
Or
do that?
just break the beard.
Why is he bitch?
I see Cameron just like, why would you do that? Your directorial debut was shit.
Jeez.
It wasn't.
Hey, Duel up against Piranha the Flying Killers?
Yeah.
Duel is winning.
Duel wins.
That's
Duel
very
wins.
true. Yeah,
Duel
that's
wins
very
big
true.
time. But he did take his name off Piranha.
Still
So
counts.
in
though.
theory, his first real debut was Terminator. And if it's Terminator against Duel, Terminator wins.
I know.
Yeah.
But because he took his name off it, don't you think that Spielberg would just be pawing at that cut on his eye? I would.
It
Make that a cry.
It would be the battle of the beards right now, actually. So Jamie Bell, Wagner Moura, and Elizabeth Moss. Jesus. Elizabeth Moss is they're set to star in Shining Girls for Apple Plus. So what was this one again?
So Elizabeth's... Now you fucking me up.
Yeah, Elizabeth Moss is
Elizabeth... You're fucking me up. You're fucking him up like you were fucking me up back then. Elizabeth Moss is playing she's like an attack survivor. And she's living with this trauma. And Jamie Bell's this journalist, and he's kind of like living his life, but he's actually linked to Elizabeth Moss's character in some way.
Yeah.
all the while Wagner is playing another character, but they're all linked.
It's all linked.
They just
it's
don't
all,
know it.
Yeah.
Wagner from Elysium, he played...
Who is he in Elysium?
he's the guy that, like, gives them the ticket, the fake tickets.
Oh, he's Pablo.
Yeah.
Be like Pablo.
That's that.
Okay.
Yeah. So Antoine Fuqua, who's a busy man,
Hey, it's extremely busy, man.
will team with Hulu for a 9-part LA Lakers, not LA Leakers, because then we'd be having Coles spitting heat for nine episodes.
The 9-part LA Leakers, I'd pay to watch that, actually.
Fucking hell.
Especially if Royce is on there too. LA Lakers docuseries, much like we seen with The Last Stand.
Yeah.
Last
Dance.
Dance. Last Dance.
Who
not the
did
Last
that?
Stand.
Who did that
Fucking up all
documentary,
over.
though? The Last Dance.
ESPN did it.
ESPN did it, but someone directed it.
Was it?
I think so. Either way.
So they're coming through, and it's detailing nearly 30 years. So it's from 1979 to actually 43 years to 2020.
You kind of have to. The Lakers' reign wasn't just like when we see it like Magic and Bird. It wasn't then. You got to go back before then.
Was it?
Kareem played there. Everyone played there, right? Yeah.
Phil Jackson came in to coach as well. Oh yeah, Phil Jackson. In
Yeah,
this
that
shit
was
too.
after.
Yeah, that was way after.
So he won his rings with the Bulls, and then went and won one with the what's his face. The rumor was he was going to go back to New York and coach them Knicks, which he did, and it just didn't work out there.
Yeah, triangle didn't work there.
Yeah.
Which is exciting. I love the Last Dance.
Same. I was really hoping that this would have been the Kobe documentary that
Same.
we expected, but hey, if this can launchpad that, fuck.
Well, ESPN will still have time to reply.
I hope so.
Because if they got the Kobe footage,
They do have the Kobe footage because he was doing something over there already.
I don't know if I'm ready to watch the Kobe one.
No, I cried a little bit the other day. What's his face? I saw this video of there's this video of MJ playing, and you see Kobe and he's mirroring like everything, that the shot, everything is exactly the same.
Yeah.
Is that the one where MJ goes flying over and then Kobe runs up and then he's like play fighting with him and then helps him up and then they go back to playing?
You know, he'd call him.
Kobe?
Yeah. He'd call him at like 3 a.m. because Kobe, like, you know, that's what he'd do. He'd think about the game at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And he'd ask him questions because Mike had retired by then.
Fuck.
He'd sit and ask him questions. You know, when what's his face joined the team, one of that really giant Asian guy, not Jeremy Lin, it's the other guy.
Yao Ming?
Yeah, when Yao Ming joined their team, he refused to play with him. He was just like, "No, I'm not playing with him. I don't like him. I'm not playing with him."
Who, Kobe?
Yeah,
Because what, he was too tall?
no, because of the spectacle. It was like the man can't really play. He's not
Couldn't
that.
he?
He's not
I
that
thought
great.
I thought Yao Ming was the shit.
No, he got a ring because he was on the team at the time.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Kobe was like, "I don't like him. I don't want to play with him."
All right. Bado, it is time to fan the hammer. Give us just the details, the right details, that really don't have any other story except for the title.
Yeah, literally.
Alrighty. Guns cocked. So we got Dave Bautista, Ed Norton, Catherine Hahn, and Janelle Monáe to join Knives Out 2. Miss Marvel wraps for Disney Plus. Jungle Cruise to hit Disney day and date via Premiere Access on July 30. Brown and Cavill returning for a Enola Holmes sequel. Lee Pace, Pete Davidson, and Maria Bakalova, always fuck up their name, join A24 slasher Bodies, Gans. Boyd Holbrook and Shawnette Wilson join Indy 5. Robert Eggers' new film Northman set for April 8th, 2022. And Bong Joon-ho to direct an animated film about deep-sea creatures and humans.
Very good.
Nice. And that is for the... Fuck. That is it for Fan the Hammer. Moving into film news. So Tom Cruise is talking about some of the challenges he had with Mission Impossible 7. It seems like it was just him that was trying to push this film through.
Well, of course it was just him. You saw what happened we all saw what happened on the set of The Witcher 3 because they didn't have a Tom Cruise, not The Witcher 3, the Witcher sequel, the Witcher series. How many times did they shut down? It was at least every 2 weeks they were shutting down. And this is in the heart of COVID. These guys didn't shut down. They shut down maybe once, B.
Yeah.
Because that was the start of COVID.
And also when they burnt down the stunt.
And also, when Cruise got a little hot.
I don't even think that was Cruise. But anyways. So he was talking to Empire. And he has this mad photo of him on the front of a steam train just hanging on.
That's supposedly from the movie.
That looks badass. And he was saying, as a producer, I'm responsible for thousands, if not tens of thousands.
Yeah.
Whoa. Of jobs and people's livelihoods and things like that. He said he was going to governments. He was going to countries and different communities and trying to turn over policy or find a loophole or something that would allow them to shoot.
Yeah.
He said that every leader that he went to was kind of like, no, we can't. And the Cruise was like, we're going to.
Fucking Cruise. You're pushing it. You're pushing it right now.
We're going to do it. Dun, 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 dun. They should make a fucking movie on the making of this.
They should, actually. It'll be good.
So he also talked about that clip that came out, that sound clip of him just berating what sounded like all these people.
Yeah.
But he said it actually wasn't.
Yeah.
So what had happened was he sent everyone off set, but left only the people that were responsible there. And that's the clip that we heard. It wasn't like him destroying these guys in front of everyone.
Yeah.
It was just the people that were
Because that'd be
responsible.
demoralizing. If he had done it in front of everyone, it would have been demoralizing.
Yeah. But the media just took that and blew it up like he was on set in the middle of a fucking take and just went ham.
Yeah. But the media also sided with Cruise.
Oh, 100%. Because of the times, they have to.
He was literally the only one taking this virus. It's not as deadly as people. I'm not going to call it a deadly virus because it's not as deadly as people think it is. But it's it's a virus. It shuts shit down and it can make you really, really sick.
Stop the world for 2 years.
Stop. Literally, the world's only going to get back to normal next year,
If then.
Yeah. But yeah, he was the only one taking it serious on set.
Yeah. It really was.
You need a Cruise right now on every set.
Yeah, that's true. No one's been as aggressive. Well, not that we know of.
Yeah.
How often are people going to have their phone recording it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's kind of a dick move as well. I don't like that either.
Yeah. I don't know if that was Cruise's camp that did that as a show of.
I doubt it. Because if he was so professional to clear the whole set, you know what I mean? He wouldn't want what he's going to say, to come out.
Yeah, it was pretty candid.
It should have been just between him and whoever fucked it up.
I understood that though.
So did I.
You know what I mean? It wasn't like them trying to run $1,000 a week business.
No.
This is $150, maybe $200 million picture.
This is going to make them $1 billion later. We understand.
Mission Impossible movies make $1 billion? I don't know. Fallout.
800 million, I think. But if you tag on, say, Blu-ray sales and sales on Apple TV and subscriptions, and when they actually sell it out to the streaming services and all that sort of stuff, $1 billion, my guy.
This is true. This is very true.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this movie, though, man.
Man, it's going to be the best movie.
That tirade didn't stop my excitement.
No. It sort of it bolstered my my excitement.
He brings just an eighth of that intensity to this movie.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Yep. So Margot Robbie is like she's going through and she's got a couple ideas for some Harvey flicks. You know what I'm saying? Some Harvey flicks, some Harley flicks. Sorry,
I was going to say some Harvey
Some
flicks.
Harvey flicks is
That'd be
wild, son.
wild.
Harvey Dent. But
My mind straight away goes to fucking Weinstein when you say Harvey.
I was just about, that's what I was thinking
Yeah.
of. And that I was like yawning. His fart sounds like a yawn right now. Nobody yawns like that.
But yeah, she's actively pursuing like Harley Quinn films, and the next idea she had was to have Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy do like a fucking buddy cop film together, which sounds kind of interesting, but at the same time, I'm kind of jaded because of Birds of Prey as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as well as that, in regards to Birds of Prey, she does give an update on the Birds of Prey sequel.
Yeah, she's she checked in with Warner not too long ago to see what's happening. And yeah. There's nothing supposedly happening there just yet. She's saying.
I kind of find that, like, when she talks about Harley and Poison Ivy, she wants to showcase this lesbian relationship to get more of like the male gaze audience in.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing that's going to sell the movie.
it's
And
not.
To be honest, it wasn't the thing that sold Birds of Prey.
No, it's not that. I mean, we can go out and get that from that new Verhoeven film. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need
Nuns
to see
on the
that.
tongue.
Yeah, like I don't. For me, that's not what engages me. Like, I want a really good story. I want really good action. I want, fleshed out characters. That's what I want. You know what I mean? And if they bring eye candy as well, that's just a fucking bonus.
I feel that way as well.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not in it for the eye candy. I'll never
Yeah.
watch a shit movie just because
Exactly.
fucking someone's in there that...
Like that fucking Wild Things movie.
I
That was a
haven't-
fucking trash movie.
Was it?
Yeah. It was really shit. It's not on the caliber, like the movies that do that right are like a bloody what's-his-face. A Basic Instinct or something like that. Where that scene is just a throwaway scene, but the fucking movie is just mad. And it's violent as fuck.
I kind of feel like Basic Instinct and then Birds of Prey were going for two different demographics. Whereas Basic Instinct was the adult erotic thriller.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Whereas Birds of Prey seemed like it was like targeting teenage boys, which is probably around the same age that I watched Wild Things, and that's why I can't remember it.
Yeah. But Wild Things was just straight trash, dog.
To be honest, I watched Wild Things with Matt Dillon. I said it. Matt Dillon on fire.
He was at that time, actually.
But
Made his comeback then.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then something about Mary.
Yeah.
And then I tried that series shit, and that didn't work out for him.
Yeah.
That mystery show that was trying to go for that Twin Peaks Westworld kind of vibe.
Yeah, man, he can't pull that. Couldn't pull that off back then. Maybe now with a like, just not so much a bigger budget, but like, maybe you can swear and all that stuff.
Then he had the house that Jack built,
Yeah.
which I refused to watch.
Yeah, no, I can't watch that.
Because there's a sequence of him killing a kid. Yeah, that shit just turns in our stomach.
Yeah, I don't like that shit. Yeah. Okay, so we
Just a light affair.
moving on. So we got the first photos of Snake Eyes. So we got to see Henry Golding.
Actually, Henry Golding.
Actually, Henry Golding. No mask. Sans mask. And who else did we get to see? Storm Shadow as well. Damn it. Supposedly dude from Warrior.
Yeah.
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 And what's his face? Henry Golding doing some moves there.
Yeah. It looked like they were actually fighting. I wonder what tone they're going to go for this one because, I mean, the first two outings of G.I. Joe have been sort of over the top.
Yeah. Whereas if it's a more grounded ninja tale,
Fucking Mortal Kombat, mate. That just give me that.
What do you call it?
I don't know if they'll go that violent.
No. From the start, Mortal Kombat. That's what I want. Yeah. That's the feel I want from this. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you call it? With the second G.I. Joe movie, I liked the action for Snake Eyes more in there than in the first one because they actually gave him his little mission to actually go back to that dojo where Storm Shadow is.
Yeah.
I don't think I can even remember the G.I. Joe sequel.
Fucking-
He's on the cliff.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's on the cliff, but then he finds Storm Shadow, and Storm Shadow throws the shurikens, and he shoots him. Then they have the mad fucking sword fight.
Yeah.
They were crossing swords.
There's so much like mad potential for Snake Eyes
Yeah.
if they hit it with the right turn. But it's Robert Schwenk, who did Red and Red 2, so it could be closer to the original G.I. Joe.
Hopefully it's closer to Red than Red 2.
I haven't watched Red 2.
Red 2 is kind of trash.
Is it?
Low-key trash, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Red though.
Yeah, Red was really, really good.
And Carl Urban's character in there was actually mad.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. I just remember the trailer for Red where he fucking steps out the car while it's fucking Tokyo drifting.
You know what? When it's captured up in the tone of the movie, I forgive it. I forgive it.
But it's not trying to be real, like
Yeah.
proper real. But What's His Face sold the movie, though, right? Malkovich sold that movie.
And it's Helen Mirren and Freeman, yeah?
Yeah.
That's the team.
Yeah.
Mm. And then the chick. Fuck.
The guy. The fucking equalizer.
The one from Red Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Molly.
Yeah. And there's also a trailer that will be released by the time we drop this episode too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, trailer tomorrow.
Damn it.
We also got a first poster as well.
Yeah, which looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
No mask.
He's got the mask facing behind him. He's holding it in his hand.
Yeah.
But Henry Golding, like, I love that it's showcasing him as...
Henry Golding, for me, should be Bond. That's who should be Bond. If they can't get Rob Stark, it has to be Henry Golding. Henry Golding would be good. His first Asian Bond, he's actually English. Yeah, if you didn't know, he's actually English. And, yeah, he'd be good.
And he fucking kills it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
He's kind of, like, able to play any role.
In The Gentleman, yeah.
He's even good in Crazy Rich Asians.
I still haven't watched that.
Good, that movie.
Yeah?
I liked it. Yeah, I really enjoyed that movie. All right. So the Queen, Regina King, has been appointed to direct Bitter Root.
Yeah.
And nobody tells me to suck the root. If there's any It book fans out there. For Legendary Pictures. Yeah. So what Bitter Root is it's set in, I think it's Chicago, 1924.
Yeah.
Amidst like the height, or close to the height of the racial tension in that area at the time.
Which is wild, right? Because it was a free state, Chicago.
It might be somewhere else, though.
All right.
Might be somewhere else. Maybe somewhere in New York. But it's a city with a lot of racial tension in there. And then, like, there's this family called the Sangreers. And they're like this ancient group of hunters, ancient family of hunters that kill these monsters. And these monsters actually soak up and use to power themselves the tension of the times. So they use all the hate and stuff like that to make themselves stronger.
Yeah. Like Pennywise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of these monsters, like when they defeat them, they can either spare them and they'll be the person that they were before.
Yeah.
Or they can like completely vanquish them.
It's a nice little dichotomy they got going there. So you can kill or spare.
So it adds the drama there, layers. It's actually a comic book adaptation.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think it'd be good for Regina King to kind of flex different muscles.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? Like she did the wholly dramatic, almost one room set.
Yeah.
One night in Miami.
Yeah.
Which killed. So if she can bring that dramatic, like just the core of that and put it into this, in that family environment of those hunters, kill it.
Yeah.
Like that'd be an adaptation I'd want to watch.
You
Where
know
they
what
actually focus on the characters.
You know what I keep thinking of? Where the fuck is Candyman?
Yeah.
August 26th. We're probably like 6 weeks out now.
Where's the trailer then?
It's probably like 2 weeks out.
Ugh.
Because now with like their promotions, they're going like a month out and drop. You
Who did
notice
that movie? Who did that movie? What studio was doing
It's
that?
Universal. Blumhouse.
30 days. 30-day release schedule.
Universal? And then you get it on digital?
It needs to be the triple header this year, man. It needs to be Halloween Kills, Candyman, and fucking Late Night in Soho.
Well, Halloween Kills is like 2 months after.
Yeah.
For Halloween, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
October 6th.
Yeah.
It drops.
Yeah.
Last Night in Soho. I'm hanging for that, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. That's it. That's all the film news we had this week.
Yeah.
It's quite a little, actually.
Yeah.
Moving on to our trailers. So we got that first trailer for Lisey's story, or Lisey's story, however you want.
I thought it was Lisey's.
Yeah. This is an adaptation of a Stephen King book
Yeah.
or short story.
I don't know.
One of the
some
Yeah.
literary work.
Yeah. Literature. Yeah, but this looks damn good, son.
I know.
This has got what's his face in there?
Clive Owen.
Yeah, Clive Owen and who's the main?
Julianne Moore.
Julianne Moore.
Got Dane DeHaan.
DeHaan's in there. It's just it's fucking weird though, because this looks like it could be like somewhere in that Dark Tower universe and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, but this is done by Apple Plus, and it looks scary, and it looks damn good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it follows Lisey
Yeah.
and her story.
yeah,
Fancy that.
yeah. Fancy that. I hate that.
As she loses her husband, which is played by Clive Owen.
Yep.
And then she starts getting these clues, and then slowly realizes she's in what her husband and his brother, Dane DeHaan, called a bull hunt.
Yeah.
BOOL. I
Yeah.
don't know what a bull is.
Me neither.
And she's following these clues to find out like what's kind of happening. And Dane DeHaan is trying to sort of get this book from her as well. It's
Yeah.
almost like this book of like the dead or something like that.
Necronomicon.
Yeah.
I don't know.
shit.
I don't know. I'm just saying. But then she's kind of remembering things that she forgot
Yeah.
back when she was like her husband was living, and like he almost taught her how to break reality and go to another world.
A different dimension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks good. This looks like a movie.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't look like a show.
Yeah, but this is the Apple's just flexing again.
Badly. But Apple shit again, and I always say this, but Apple shit always looks better than every other streamer shit.
Looks and sounds better.
Yeah.
Even though, like, I mean, the reason why Ari made a new 4K camera was because Netflix was like, they stipulated, no, if you're going to shoot stuff for us, you shoot with a 4K camera, not a 2K camera.
Wow.
Or a 3 whatever camera. It's a 4K camera.
What about that DI though?
It'll be 4K regardless. It has to be because
Better be.
because they're streaming on their service at 4K, which isn't really 4K.
No.
No, it's not. We got our first trailer for the Forever Purge. So this isn't directed by Dominic Monaco.
Yeah.
Yep. This is actually written by him. But yeah, this looks all right. It looks very Purge-ish.
I didn't watch this one because I didn't watch the first Purge.
The first Purge. It's not connected.
Isn't it?
No.
Connected to the show? At least?
No.
Oh.
It was just a one-off, that one. This one is actually part of that. It's a sequel to the third Purge. What was it? Election year?
Election day?
Election.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this one picks up after that one. Because you know how they try to get those at the end of that third one. They try to get the people in that wants to abolish the Purge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
So is anyone back?
No. Because this is it's weird though, because this is like I think they're sneaking Mexicans over the border. They get to the US and then like these Oues just start bloody purging. because they don't believe in the whole the purge is done thing, and it's not just one day. It's literally the whole time. They just like come upon this town and just start purging.
Fuck.
And the only like it's not just there that's happening; it's happening everywhere. And the only free space right now is Mexico. So they got these people need to sneak over into Mexico.
That's a nice little flip on it.
Yeah. Well, they did it in bloody what's his face, ID4. Was it ID4? Where they had to people needed to flee into Mexico. Yeah.
I like it.
But yeah, this looks good. Looks good, man.
We got a trailer for Fatherhood as well.
Yeah.
So this is Kevin Hart's new Netflix, I think it's a show or is it a movie? It's a movie, yeah? Yeah, which is a book adaptation as well. And it's Kevin Hart loses his wife. Kevin Hart isn't playing Kevin Hart. He loses his wife and then has to raise their daughter by himself.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this one's tugging on the heartstrings, did the little piano chords and everything.
Yeah, it did.
It had the, you can't do this. And then he's like, I know I can't, but I'm going to.
Yeah. I'm dangerous. Oh, man.
But it looks good.
It does look good. Lil Rel had the best line in this movie, though, in the trailer.
Yeah.
What's his face? Nah, somebody's cutting onions.
Yeah, good old Lil Rel.
Yeah.
We also got a trailer for the documentary for Edgar Wright's Sparks.
Yeah. So the documentary is called Sparks.
Ah.
Yeah. But man, this looks good.
I know. So Sparks is a band from like the early 80s.
Yeah.
And without you even knowing it, they've probably influenced every band or one of your favorite bands in some way. They were trendsetters from the start, and this is like a good forum for them to actually tell their story.
Yeah.
Because famous musicians like Beck and fucking...
They're your favorite band's favorite band.
Yeah.
Essentially. Yeah.
And they just did really out there, ahead of their time shit.
Yeah.
Riffs, the guy was saying throw away riffs that would make any other song like a standout.
Yeah.
These guys were putting together. This is really interesting, man, and it's good to kind of see Edgar Wright driving this, because the documentary doesn't feel like very just standard interviewee. Like the guy's like, we didn't want to do anything before because we didn't want to do the normal dry documentary.
Yeah.
And then a bucket of water just gets thrown at him. I really like the tone that's kind of happening here as well.
Yeah.
And there's so many like different things that they showcase: archival footage, present day like interviews, other band like influences and interviews with them as well, and Wright himself.
Yep.
Looks good.
I can dig it.
Yeah.
We had another trailer for the Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard.
Finally, the Red Band trailer.
Yeah.
I didn't see the red band. Fuck.
They were swearing in the one that I watched. It started off with them like tied up. Yeah.
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 I seen the green band of
I'm
the
not
exact
telling
same
you
trailer.
a fucking thing. Oh, no. I'll tell you everything you want. Yeah, this is more of the same.
Yeah.
More of the same from this trailer. For me, I saw all the swearing, so yeah.
I did not, which is probably half the charm.
It is.
Especially
like
with
this
Jackson in there.
Of course.
But yeah, it looks like it's more Summer Hayek story as well.
Yeah, which is good.
Yeah.
Which is what you want.
Because she only got into the story in the last one,
I think
half
she's
hour.
got like 5 minutes, man.
Yeah.
5 minutes on screen.
Yeah.
She can move, though.
Yeah.
Looks like she can still move. Of course she can still move.
I like the way she moves.
Yeah.
Got solos, trailer for solos.
What was solos?
So this is Helen Mirren.
Helen Mirren and
Anthony Mackie. Morgan Freeman. Uzo Aduba.
What's his face? The Catwoman.
Yeah. Kathy. Hathaway.
Hathaway.
There we go. We got there in the end.
Yeah,
All right.
eventually we got there.
I don't know why I was thinking Catherine Holloway.
Who's this?
I don't know.
It's an imaginary character.
Yeah.
So this is Helen Mirren sort of remembering all these other people's memories. Morgan Freeman, I don't know if he's narrating
Or if he's God.
if he's Anthony Mackie Sr.
Yeah.
Because it looks like there's two Anthony Mackies for some reason.
Yeah, like one of them is from the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is kind of weird. Kind of different.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird, this one, because I don't know. I expect them to all be the same character. Just in different dimensions and
Okay.
all that sort of stuff.
'Cause
That's what I sort of felt.
Yeah. Because it looks like Helen Mirren's traveling through space.
It looks like she's traveling. There's some machine or something.
Yeah.
Looks cool though.
Yeah. Looks like it's a good space for them to just like act their asses
Yeah.
off.
Act your ass off, Gary. Yeah, we got a Friends reunion trailer.
I don't know how I feel about this.
I don't like Friends. I straight up don't like Friends.
Really?
I hate it. I hate Friends.
I was more of a Seinfeld guy. I like Seinfeld more than Friends.
It's not for me. Friends isn't the right.
It isn't an accurate depiction.
Yeah,
of
it's
the
not.
time.
It's not an accurate depiction of where they are. Right?
What do you mean?
Of New York. They're in New York. Not an accurate depiction of New York. Do you notice that everyone in that show is white? Every single person.
I've not watched all of Friends.
Yeah, every single person. Even the people in the coffee shop are white. That's the world that these people live in. I don't like it. And shit's not funny, man.
I thought Friends was funny. Friends had some ones for me.
Like ones.
Yeah.
Literally one.
Had some
Fuck
good
that
characters.
show.
I liked it. This didn't show anything in this trailer. It just had the classic Friends intro, but slowed down. Ding, 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 ding,
It'd be
ding,
cool
ding,
if they like, what's his face, that Jordan peeled it. And there was like just full on horror out of nowhere.
This is going to be like the Fresh Prince reunion.
For me, it's always the iconic aliens bloody alarm that goes off. That's what I hear. But yeah, this is just. I thought it's going to be an actual show though, because it's more than one episode that they shot. It's not going to be. I thought it was. Oh, it's just going to be a retrospective.
It's going to be like the Fresh Prince reunion.
The Fresh Prince reunion was fucking fire.
Yeah, that was good.
This, they can fucking keep it.
But I don't know of any drama behind Friends. Know what I mean? But with Fresh Prince, there was real shit there.
Yeah.
Like there was stuff that they had to work out and really kind of like bring it to a place where you didn't, like for them, they didn't look back and then go, we fucked this up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they can all die like happy
Yeah.
over what they created and also the bonds that they made. All the bonds. Know what I mean? Because that shit would have been like the elephant in the room with that Aunt Viv.
Yeah. That was kind of hard.
That was hard. But they needed to show Will, like, you know, really breaking down.
Yeah.
He was like, he was almost too calculated for me in that scene.
Yeah, he was. I don't think we got the real from
No, I don't
from Smith in that scene.
I don't think so either. Yeah, that I was still harboring.
I know. A little Philly would have come out in that scene.
Yeah.
You know, because sometimes you get a glimpse of that Philly from Will.
Yeah. Like when he smacked that
When he smacked that guy, like, yeah, you can see it. You'd see it still there. It's just bubbling. It just needs a trigger.
The bit that, like, killed me was when they talk about Uncle Phil.
Oh, man.
Broke me. But anyways, we already covered that
I know.
shit. You know what I mean? I already cried for that.
I saved my tears for that.
We got a trailer for the first trailer for the Protege.
Yeah.
So again, Samuel L. Jackson.
Gotta have Sam Jackson.
And also Maggie Q.
Maggie Q.
Who's finally getting like a big set piece, fuck off, like big budget, like focus.
Like, I don't know why we haven't gotten a action vehicle from Maggie Q.
We got the show.
I don't want the show.
Neither did I.
I don't want the show.
Was
I want
it
the
Nikita
movie
or some shit?
But I want the R-rated movie.
It should have been after MI3 that she really took off. Yeah. But we're finally getting it now. And
Yeah.
Maggie Q is still like doing real good.
Yeah, wasn't Maggie Q like doing stunts and whatnot back in the day?
I have no idea. But it looked like her when she jumps out the window in MI3.
It looked like her when she jumps off the railing, because it looks like all one shot.
Off the railing?
You see a jump over the railing down
Ah, yeah.
on the rope. Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like her. Could be her. That's quite a safe stunt you could do. You just have her rigged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still a lot of risk for an
Yeah.
for an actor.
For an actor,
For an
yeah.
untrained.
Cruz did that shit.
Yeah, but Cruz is basically a stuntman now.
Yeah, he is. But yeah, this looks good. So it looks like it's almost like, you know, they kill her master and then she has to she's just on revenge.
47 Ronin.
Yeah. She's just on revenge then. It looks cool though. This action looks good. You got my guy in there. You got the Batman in there.
Yeah.
The only real Batman on the planet besides Ben Affleck.
That I acknowledge.
Yeah.
And it looks like they have a showdown. Like Keaton can still move.
Of course.
Is this Keaton's audition for Batman?
I doubt it. He would have just walked in the room and said, I'm Batman. Like, for me, that's all it is.
And they believed it.
I'm Batman. Yeah.
I see him just walk in and just hands them like a check with his price on there and just walks out.
I would just, like, if I was him, I would literally just hand a piece of paper and it'd just be the old bat symbol. That's all it'd be.
You know what he'd have to do? He'd just have to have like a fucking TV, right? And just have a shot of him sitting there. And then the TV turns on with the bat symbol. And then he turns around.
Oh, fuck. Better have that scene in there.
I'm going to watch that shit.
Better have that scene again.
But this looks good. This looks really big. World sort of, sorry, not world, but globe-trotting adventure sort of vibe as well. Like they're in Asia, they're in America, they're in Europe.
They're in Europe, yeah. Looks good though.
I'm liking it.
She's like female John Wick, sort of.
Should be cool. We don't have one of those, actually.
Female John Wick.
Yeah, we don't have one.
Atomic Blonde?
Actually, yeah. It is a Atomic Blonde.
Yeah, but not like John Wick. Atomic Blonde gets a little, like, just bland there in the middle.
Atomic Bland?
Yeah. It's all right. It's not like, you know, tip-top Magoo like bloody what's-his-face.
Did you just say tip-top Magoo?
Yeah. like Wick is just...
Yeah.
Like, it's 15 minutes in an action and then 15 minutes in action. Like, Atomic Blonde, like, starts off really, really strong and then just, like, gets a little boring there in the middle. Yeah.
I hope with Wick we never get to the point where we get bored of the action.
I don't think so.
I was kind of getting there at the end of Wick 3, to be honest.
It was a bit much in Wick 3, actually.
Wick 3 was an overload of action.
Yeah.
Like, that whole end sequence, I was like, how many other different ways is he going to shoot someone's face off?
Yeah. But
Plenty.
But then, like, you could have cut that down a bit for me, I think. But then, like, I would have preferred a longer fight with Dacascos rather than the boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rather than Yayan and Checha.
What do you call it?
I love me some Yaya and Chappie.
Yeah.
Because Dacascos can still fucking move,
Oh, yeah.
man. Like,
Yeah.
He's a machine.
yeah.
Machine.
Yep.
Stillwater, man. Finally got that trailer.
This is actually quick. I thought they just started production on this.
Yeah, same. But we have been reporting on this movie for quite a while, actually.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah. So it was good to actually finally see the trailer.
Yeah.
Looks damn good this way.
Yeah. And it's,
Damon put on a little weight, huh?
yeah, he looks a bit more solid, but he doesn't look overweight.
Yeah.
Yeah. He looks like a dad.
He looks like his character, like a roughneck.
Almost wish he had a mustache.
Same, actually. Almost wish he was from Boston.
But this shows like, is it Abigail Breslin?
Yeah.
Her kind of going away to where are they?
France.
Marseille.
Yeah.
And then she gets into some shit.
Yeah.
But it seems like it's not really her. But because of the people that she was hanging with,
Yeah.
they jail her.
Yeah.
Then Damon's character, who was like, you know, a little bit reticent to let her go over to Marseille, it looks like goes over after, like when he hears the news and then tries to prove her innocence. Almost get like a little bit of like Red Corner vibes from it. You know, the Richard Gere, he's like locked up in China.
Yeah.
And no one can sort of help him.
I've never ever watched that movie.
Me neither. But from the trailer, I'm just like looking at both trailers.
Yeah.
And it kind of reminds me of that. And then eventually Damon gets someone to help him, and it looks like he investigates on the side as well.
Yeah.
Which I'm liking.
Gets into his Batman bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks cool though. I liked it. I like what I saw.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't look like a crazy action movie.
Yeah.
It was actually like grounded.
It's
Like
like
he's
if-
getting his ass whipped.
Yeah, it's like if me or you actually went
Yeah.
out investigating. Fuck do I start?
And it'd be like fucking Marcus in Indiana Jones.
It would be.
He speaks 7 languages. He would disappear.
7 different languages.
Hello.
Fuck. And the final trailer we had for the week was Green Knight.
Fuck yeah.
In the Green Knight. Pause. Yeah. Did you watch the trailer?
No, I didn't watch
Yeah.
it.
This trailer looks unbelievable. And it's very intentional why we picked it as the last trailer that we're going to talk about, because this shit.
It was mind blowing. I had thought this movie had come out 2.5 years ago though.
Same.
Yeah.
And what we seen in that short teaser before.
Was absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Didn't do the movie justice, to be honest.
No. Especially the scope of the movie.
Yeah.
So we get the legend Dev Patel, right? Playing this warrior during Arthurian times. It's actually part of the Round Table.
It's part of the Round Table, yeah. He's a knight, obviously, of the Round Table.
And Arthur, the Green Knight walks up to the Round Table and he says, anyone that can land a blow on me, what will they get? I don't know what they'll get. But he says no one can do it.
Yeah.
And Dev Patel's character does it, chops his arm off.
Arm or head?
Head.
Chops his head off.
Chops his head off. And then he goes on to say, like, you know, in 1 year we're going to finish this and actually have a fight.
Yeah.
And he carries his fucking head off.
Yeah.
Like facing behind him. It looks fucking weird.
Oh, man. It's wild.
So then Dev Patel kind of goes on this journey. I don't know if he's training or if he's just kind of going out there to meet the Green Knight. But the sort of the people he meets, like he meets fucking giants and like it looks like this perfect blend of like really grounded fantasy.
Yeah.
And like this medieval story, like the hero's journey.
It's just cool. I like those movies where there's a trek. You know what I mean?
Same.
And he's trekking through completely different worlds, and it's just excellent, man.
And
it was so good.
I know sometimes like we see it a lot in Disney where they'll just put someone from a completely different ethnicity in a movie just to put them in there. Even though during those times it might not have been like that. But Dev Patel fits so fucking well.
It makes sense. It for me it makes sense. I mean, England ruled over India for how many years? How many thousands of years? I mean, he would have been taken as a slave from India to, you know.
Or he could have been taken as a child.
Could have been taken as a child.
Because he speaks perfect English.
Yeah, he is English. You know, him and what's-his-face started off together, yeah? Kaluuya.
Really?
They were in one of the same shows together. It was Dan Kaluuya and him and Dev.
Dev Patel apparently kills like the Aussie accent as
He
well.
does. I
haven't watched
You guys
Lion
haven't
yet.
watched Lion?
Haven't watched Lion yet.
It's a tearjerker, that one.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
I like a good jerker.
Pause. Yeah. He does. He sounds like he's from Melbourne. Yeah.
Check that out. I think it's on the flicks. Yeah, so you see him like interacting with giants and there's people after him as well.
Yeah.
not people after him, but it seems like he sort of befriends people, and then when they learn,
They turn on him.
they turn on him, try to kill him, leave him stranded, that sort of shit. So he really goes through the fucking ringer before he actually meets with the Green Knight.
Yeah.
Man, this, and then hearing about the duel that's coming out,
The fuck is that trailer?
I don't even know if they've completely finished
They
that
finished
movie.
it.
Did they?
Yeah. They had to finish it because of COVID. Remember, they had to leave, right?
Yeah,
Because they were shooting in Italy, and Italy shut the fuck down.
but did they finish it?
Yeah,
though?
they finished. They had to. I think they came back somewhere else and had to finish.
Depends on the release.
Yeah, that's true. I
They-
thought that was coming out the end of this year anyway.
They could also go, it's gone straight to a streamer. Maybe they're making those decisions in the background.
Some big boy moves.
But I'm excited, man. It's actually called David Lowery's The Green Knight.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's it for movie trailers this week.
That's it. Moving on to our entertainment news.
All right. So we lost someone in the entertainment industry this week. Tawny Kitaen, who rose to fame through music videos, also starred in Bachelor Party. She passed away, I think she was very young,
45,
59, yeah.
59. I'm not too sure what she passed away from.
Details weren't listed. They found her in her home and she was passing.
Yeah.
Passed.
She was found dead in her home. And she also, like, very publicly had, like, a relationship with two members of the same band.
Wow.
Yeah. While she was doing the music videos for them.
Fucking good on her.
And so she lived life on her terms, and definitely have to celebrate that. So
Fucking have fun. We only
it.
get to do this shit
This
once.
is true. So rest in peace, Tawny Kitaen. Condolences to your family, friends, and fans. And thank you for everything you've done for the industry.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
On to, I don't know if you would call this a lighter note, but with the coming, I guess, A Quiet Place 2, there's been a bit of a dispute when it comes to, I guess, compensation for A Quiet Place 2 releasing with a theatrical window of 45 days. From what I understood, it was, I want to say Lenny Kravitz, but it's John Krasinski. I always fuck up that surname. And Emily Blunt. They were disputing with Paramount over compensation for the film. But then I guess the tough part when it comes to that was that while HBO Max was able to quell their disputes quite easily, Viacom CBS doesn't offer the same pay in regards to their policy. So they were raising that in regards to actually getting fundage from this film coming out as well.
Because it's all those back end deals, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wonder if that's going to change in the industry and the contracts that they sign per picture.
I think it would be per picture. It'd have to be your back end deal will kick in. You know, it's going to be worked out on the first 2 weeks or 3 weeks of the film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it just needs to be shortened.
Yeah, it's
Know what
just
I
and if we're working off those numbers, they get paid more.
Yeah. Because you'd
The
expect
lion's
that
share of
the percentage would go up for the first 2 weeks. You know what I mean? As opposed to you get 5% of the complete.
of gross. Yeah,
which makes sense. But on the flip side, there's also some other exciting news. I don't even know if this is how they smoothed it over. But John Krasinski is getting an exclusive deal with Paramount to develop properties, original properties, to debut on their streaming service, or theatrically. Crazy enough, like Ryan Reynolds is also getting the same deal with his Maximum Effort production company.
to Paramount.
Yeah.
Maybe we get that Six Underground sequel over there.
Maybe we get the 13 hour sequel. I don't think there was.
There wasn't.
But Krasinski and Reynolds actually have a movie coming up
Oh wow!
as well. Yeah. So that makes sense.
So both their banners will display at the start of the movie. Very good.
I think that's the game to be in now. If you're an actor, it's not just the acting bag; it's the producing
Yeah,
bag.
you get your production credits, man.
Get your producer on.
You know, if you wrote something and they don't want to give you a writer's credit, they'll say, "Hey, how's about we just give you a producer's credit?" It's wild, man.
If that movie won the Academy Award for Best Picture, you would get a statue.
I would get a statue. Yeah. If I ever won the lotto,
I'd take that deal.
I'd take that deal. I'd take that deal.
Can you imagine adding something to Argo and then Affleck going, you know what? I'm not going to give you a writing credit on this one.
Take a production.
Yeah. just fucking handed them out like Skittles.
All right, so Army of the Dead. If you haven't seen it in the US yet, is actually
bastards.
is actually out right now. You can go to your cinema and watch it. All right, so Netflix was talking on their investor call, and they said that this is the test to see if we, if we can put movies out in the cinema, like Netflix movies out in the cinema.
Wide releases.
Yeah. So is this only getting Cinemark? Is it only Cinemark? Damn.
So it's only 250 locations across the states.
Yeah.
So before Netflix actually tried it with the Santa Claus.
The Christmas Chronicles.
Christmas Chronicles, that's what it is. And something else as well.
The what's his face? The Irishman.
Yeah.
More than likely.
Probably.
Yeah.
And they actually talked about theatrical windows for a cinema released Netflix feature.
Why wouldn't you?
So they said their theatrical window could be 7 days, could be 14 days, could be 21 days.
Yeah.
Exclusively theatrical before it comes to Netflix. It makes sense that they're testing this with Red Notice waiting in the wings.
Yeah.
In August, September.
Yeah.
Ish.
But is that going to be an R-rated film?
I don't know.
Being Netflix?
With that cast, I don't expect it to be R-rated.
Me neither. Actually.
I would think they'd want that showing in all 250 million subscribers' homes that they have.
Yeah.
With that lineup of
especially with The
Rock, Reynolds, and Good Dot.
Yeah.
I would want everyone to see that.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? And I don't think the story is a full R-rated Six Underground style story as well.
It'd be nice to have an R-rated movie from The Rock. We haven't had one in a while.
I know.
Since Faster.
But he's recruiting the best con man and the best thief.
Yeah.
Which doesn't really if he was recruiting mercenaries, I'd be
Yeah.
I'd expect an R-rated movie. But yeah, this could sort of detail how big Netflix go with their cinematic or their theatrical runs.
Theatrical runs, yeah. But I like that, though. I like, okay, well, the movie's only going to be out for a week. If you guys want to watch it in the movies before it comes out, go watch it.
And in a time when cinemas are starved for content, this is the right time to strike.
That's right. Iron's hot. But just staying with, what's his face, though? With the old Snyder. Did you guys watch the 15 minutes?
Nah. Did you? Did you
I
watch
watched it. It was pretty cool. Yeah. It's pretty cool. But he recently did one of those GQ, not GQ.
Vanity Fair?
Vanity Fair, yeah, where he details his career.
Oh, yeah.
Just quickly, he touches on the fact that there's a director's cut for, what's his face? Sucker Punch that nobody has ever seen. He said it's there, and nobody's ever seen it.
What's he doing?
Do you reckon he's doing a HBO Max?
I hope so. Either that or just release it on Blu-ray, on 4K Blu-ray, because I'll buy that.
Yeah. I have not enjoyed any version of Sucker Punch I've seen.
Well, because it was PG-13, and there's a bit of bloat in there.
There's a lot of bloat in there.
Yeah. Be cool if, I just want to see blood and
I don't know if that's gonna change my opinion, but I'm open to it. Like, I would love the chance to get like Snyder's full vision on Sucker Punch because something just doesn't feel right in that movie.
Yeah. Doesn't, yeah, something's missing there.
Yeah.
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 All right. Last story for the week there. So, Netflix rang shots out at NBC and particularly the Golden Globes organization.
Yeah.
And the National Press Forum as well, which is the board that sits behind the Golden Globes. And saying like, you know, their diversity and inclusion protocols are dog shit.
It's kind of shit.
Because out of 86 board members, you have not got one person of color sitting on that board.
That's right.
So how the fuck are you like, you know, having a diverse view of the product that's coming in?
That's right.
And how you actually like award these films.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Cruise had enough.
It was like shit needs to change. He sent back all of his awards because he won 3.
Fuck.
He just sent them all back to them.
Who did he send it back to?
I don't know. It's probably a PO box. Take it and get out.
And off the back of that, because everyone shot out. Like
Yeah.
Amazon, fucking all these like streamers and production studios and everything came out and they were like, do better. And they responded with like, we're looking at our protocols. 2 days later, NBC canceled the Golden Globes.
Yeah.
There will not be a Golden Globes this year.
This is
Well,
wild.
next year, sorry.
Next year, yeah, 2022.
So
This is like, you know, you need to fix it now.
get your shit together.
Yeah.
Not that this is going to make me watch the Golden Globes in any way.
No. I watched, the most I've watched of the Golden Globes is Ricky Gervais's monologue, which is the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
Don't stand up here and say something political. Take your award and go.
I love it. Yeah. It's just like, and Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. Oh, don't worry about it. We know he all flew you out on his plane to get here.
You're his mate. He's not my mate. Yeah, that's the best thing that's come out.
Yeah.
And Tom Hanks's reactions.
I love how uncomfortable they were in that room. It was the best thing in the world. Oh,
yeah.
man.
Need to have more of that.
Yeah.
Need to have that same energy.
Well, the comedians do that. They will make it uncomfortable in that room because you know you did some shit. You did that. You did it.
I loved it when he picked on Apple as well.
Yeah. And Tim was there.
Yeah. The camera just swung to him.
know.
Tim looked shook.
He was shook.
All right. And that's all the news for the week.
A little light week there.
Yeah. Let's get into it. Did you watch
All right.
that, fella?
I watched Chappie Brawl in Cell Block 99, which was fucking awesome. It was the first time watching it.
How violent was this movie?
Man, jaws coming off and everything in there.
How many legs were broken? Arms were
Jesus.
broken. Jaws were broken.
It was wild. Yeah, but yeah, it was good to watch that again. It's good to see Vaughn like that.
Vaughn's best performance?
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you
could
got much
say.
to sort of go on for Vaughn's performance? Though?
Not really, because all of his other characters are kind of the same.
Yeah.
Except for like maybe Swingers or what's his face? The other one that he did with Favreau. He's got Swingers and he's got something else.
Rounders. No.
No. Clay pigeons?
No. This is like you get per diem and I get per diem.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, that movie. Yeah, those are pretty good. Really enjoyed it. Like I really enjoyed it. Watched Conspiracy Theory again, which was not bad.
I haven't watched this movie since the 90s.
Yeah, it's okay. It's different. It's
Patrick
weird.
Stewart is a bad guy.
Yeah, he is. It's quite good. His bad guy is quite good. Watched Event Horizon again on Apple.
I am home.
Yeah, which was weird because it was in Dolby Vision.
Wow.
What? Yeah.
Good? Did it look good?
No, it didn't. There was still specs on the fucking film. How you do that?
They didn't get the Scream Factory. That's what's up.
That's right.
What do you call it? Is this W.S. Anderson's best movie?
No.
What
Mortal
is
Kombat.
Wow, Mortal Kombat over Event Horizon.
It's Mortal Kombat. It's fucking Event Horizon, and then it's Soldier. Like, that's it. Then the filmography finishes for me.
It's all just a blur after that.
Yeah, we've got to say Death Race. Death Race is up
Actually,
there.
yeah, Death Race. Yeah. See, all the R-rated fare is the best.
Yeah.
And then I finished my week off yesterday by watching Those Who Wished Me Dead.
Thoughts?
It's not bad. It's not the best Taylor Sheridan movie.
No.
That's still Wind River. Mm-hmm. Like his directed movie, his best written movie is obviously Sicario. But yeah, it's not bad.
I think I like.
I was expecting a bit more action, bit more
against the bad guys.
Yeah.
In the movie.
Yeah, they really beat up their main characters though.
Yeah.
In here. Yeah, I don't know if
Bernthal was good.
The book was like, oh man.
But what's funny is that the author of the book
wrote the script.
wrote the screenplay.
I don't know. There was too many head chefs in that kitchen. You had Sheridan. I wish Sheridan just adapted it.
Yeah, I really think that it was like Sheridan's first foray into big filmmaking.
Yeah.
Because this looked sizable. It had a lot of CG with the fire,
A lot of
practical,
CG, a lot of practical,
a lot of stars.
Yeah.
Didn't connect with me either.
It was cool to see the dude from the chief. The chief is from Sicario. He's at that meeting that they go to. Yeah, that was cool. But yeah, not bad. That was it for me.
Did you watch there, Bado?
I watched Lucky Number Slevin. Oh, what else is it called? Wrong Guy? Wrong Man?
The Wrong Man.
Yeah.
That was the shit title.
Yeah.
The Australian title.
Terrible.
What do you call it? I enjoyed it. I liked it.
Yeah, I like
Lucky
this
Number
movie.
11 is
Yeah.
fucking fire.
I really like this. I love Kingsley and Freeman.
Yeah.
Kill it.
What do you call it? I like Hartnett in here. Yeah. He's cool. I'd love to see Hartnett in more movies, you know what I mean? Fucking very rare in the game. Like, always like him in The Faculty. Always like him in here. Could have been Batman.
I always thought
He got offered it twice.
Yeah.
Did he actually get offered it?
Yes. That was Nolan's go-to. That's who he wanted. Nolan
Over Bale.
offered him the role. Well, Bale was what's his face, the machinist at the time, and they didn't want a fucking bar of it.
Well, I honestly think they lucked out
Oh man,
big time by having
he was
him
offered
pass on it.
he was offered Batman. He was offered Superman twice, and he turned him down both times. He was like, nah, I don't want to get typecast in those sort of roles.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Like, there's got to be something in like behind the curtains when it comes to Hartnett, man. Because there's something about that man that's just melancholy 24/7. You know what I mean?
I always thought Hartnett was a Streisand in Faculty, the way he talked and delivered lines.
Yeah.
But when I see him in 30 Days of Night, he is a bad, bad man.
Eben, man. It's the maddest name too.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see like a lot more mad old man Hartnett
Yeah.
sort of shit.
I fucking hope so.
He's got the neck for it now.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah.
fucking Josh Hartnett.
He was good in what's his face? The Ridley Scott. What's it called? Black Hawk Down. It's good in Black Hawk Down. Yeah.
But he's barely in it. Weirdly.
Yeah.
Like he's in one segment of that battle, you know what I mean? But it's not the most interesting one.
No.
It's him helping that. Like he gets the dramatic shit
Yeah, he does.
in Black Hawk Down.
Yeah. And then what's this? Was Eric Banner is just in there to be cool.
Eric Banner owns.
Oh man.
But even that character is like an amalgamation of all the other different characters.
Real characters. Anyway.
Yeah. And then I finally started watching season 3 of Stranger Things.
Very good.
Nice.
Very good.
So I got those first 3 episodes down. I've downloaded the rest for the train.
How long is this season? Because it's shortened, wasn't it? Or is it longer?
It's 8 episodes.
It's longer.
8.
Yeah. It's
But,
nice. I like the 8.
Same.
8's enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, even the 6 is good too.
Yeah.
Nice and tight.
Yeah.
like a light.
What I've seen so far, I'm not minding, but it's just going through that angsty teenager phase. But I'm hoping it just fucking pops off at the end. Because there was something about season 2 that fucking caught me, man. I was in for season 2.
Yeah, season 2 just kicked right off.
Yeah.
There was no waiting, nothing.
Yeah,
It just got straight into that shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
They wasn't messing around with that one.
There was no like bigger story to tell. It was much more of the same of season 1, but
Yeah.
just like expanded on it.
Yeah.
There was questions that needed answers.
And then I watched episode 6 and 7 of My Hero Academia.
Good. Still going good.
Yeah, still going good. What do you call it? I keep fucking up because they're going through like these hero trials where it's just a 4v4 of like hero versus villain. And because they're at their school there.
They got villains at the school?
So they just like play them.
Oh, right.
Just for like, it's like Danger Room.
Okay.
Yeah. But I keep fucking up where it's like, all right, I'll watch episode 6 and 7, and then it fucking gets like to the end of episode 7, and it's halfway through a mad fucking fight where they give you like the emotional punch in the dick, and then you just go from there. And then I started watching season 4 of Castlevania, man.
Very
Nearly
good.
fucking finished on that shit.
Is this good?
This is good. This is the most action you'll see in like this fucking show.
That first season was action packed.
That's true. But this shit, like,
Mo action?
my pleasure. Like, I don't know. This just been like enjoyable. You can see the difference without Warren Ellis, but still fucking nice.
Sick.
He still gets his flowers though. Like, it still says written by Warren Ellis, directed by Sam Dietz.
Okay, right. Okay. Fair enough.
You got that, fella?
All right. I watched La La Land for the first time, which is good.
Yeah.
Have you watched it?
No, I haven't watched it.
It's good, man. I thought like it was going to be the hardest slog to get through a 2-hour musical.
No.
It wasn't. It was good. Like everything is on point. You almost see like the musical dance numbers, like action sequences.
Yeah.
It's fucking unbelievable. The shit that they do, it's really nice.
So what's his face deserving? The Oscar?
What's her name? Emma
Yeah.
Stone? Yeah.
It was?
She does really well because she's an actress as well. She has to put on so many different faces for this role and perform and sing and act. And what I liked about La La Land is it wasn't like they were singing and then they got caught up in like this 1920s vibe of like talking and shit like that. Because it's set in modern day times,
Yeah.
they talk normally.
Oh.
Yeah. Like I didn't get that from the trailers.
No, I thought it was set in that time.
Nah. I thought so too because they dressed like that too.
They dress like that, yeah.
But it felt very much sort of whiplashy in the tone. Even the camera movements, everything. It's nice.
Yeah.
I liked
Nice.
it.
And a top and ab fucking movie.
Nah, I love Whiplash. Whiplash is my one. It's the best Damien Chazelle movie.
Yeah.
I watched Luther season 4.
It's the 2-episode
This is the
season.
2-episode one.
Very good.
And it went by really, really quick as well.
How was it though? Like just the 2 episodes.
It was all right. But I kind of feel like it was really light. Like it was like left off of the season. You know what I mean? It could have been the
but
last 2 episodes of another season or part of the 5th season, which is bigger, like
Yeah.
5 episodes. But there's like, I'm getting used to the Luther tropes though.
Yeah.
As soon as Luther tries to call like a possible victim, that victim dies and just cuts to them, and then like they either like get interrupted with a knock on the door and they don't answer the phone, or Luther gets interrupted and like he can't get through to the person. Yeah. But you watch it for Idris Elba.
It's a king.
Fucking magnetic. I watched The Raid, which always kills. I watched The Night Comes for Us, which is the first time that I've watched it.
What'd you think?
This was violent as fuck.
Yeah, man.
But it really showcased Joe Taslim. So he's the main star
Yeah.
of this.
Yeah.
And Iko's like the supporting. But the film is brutal. They do stuff in here very much like The Raid with the camera movements and the way the fights are, where they're more grounded and they're less spectacular and floaty and shit like that.
Just raw and gritty and real.
But this just took it to another level. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I really like seeing Joe Taslim. Like, you can see why he's the one that's become like Hollywood successful.
Yep. He
Um,
was the better actor out of them.
he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You really see the pain on his face, but his crazy face is hilarious. Yeah, I watched Those Who Wish Me Dead, which I enjoyed, but not to a level where like I was actually like rooting for anyone except for Bernthal's character.
Yeah.
I found it weird that there was all these trained people, but the most badass one of them was 6 months pregnant.
Machine.
She killed it as well. But yeah, I was really hoping for more from Sheridan.
Same.
Do you feel like he's sort of like was Wind River his directorial debut? Or wasn't, right?
Yeah, it was.
It was?
Yeah, that was the first movie that he directed.
Right.
Wrote
Solid.
and directed.
Yeah. And it was just him.
Amazing.
It was just him. Like, it wasn't like Taylor Sheridan and someone else writing or anything like that.
What do you call it? Do you reckon he's trying to chase that lightning in the bottle thing again?
No, I think there was just too many chefs in the kitchen, man.
Too
Yeah.
many fingers in the pie.
That's right.
Do you reckon he should just stick to those, like, small budget or medium budget
He-
films?
Yeah.
I think he has it in him to do a big budget film, but I think he needs to do it by himself. I think he needs to just write it by himself, and I mean his original ideas are just next level.
Yeah.
Like, you look at a movie like Sicario, it hasn't been done before. We're dealing with things that we've seen before. The Mexican cartel, bloody CIA, all that sort of stuff. But the way that he presented it was just different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with the characters that he created.
His Alejandro character is like next level.
Yeah.
Like it'll never, like, what's his face should have won an Oscar for that role. Benicio should have, like, it hasn't been done before.
Yeah.
We've never seen anyone like that.
Yeah. Even though in that movie, he follows that same Clint Eastwood minimal dialogue sort of line, but maximum impact.
Yeah.
Killed it. I honestly think with this movie, the studio handing over that budget and then going, Angelina Jolie's going to be here.
Yeah.
So you need to now, like, when we're not trusting you with it, so we're going to give you these people and they're going to like tidy up your script for a blockbuster instead of trusting Sheridan. I'm excited to see what he's going to do next, but after Without Remorse and this, like, it's made me think he either needs to just do his own thing and not fuck around with anyone else. Because, like, I don't want to sort of approach Sheridan's shit like, I don't want to watch it because it's Sheridan.
Yeah.
Because Dato's killing it. And then I finished up with Joe Wrights, The Woman in the Window. Because there's a lot of shit that came out on May 14th. Besides Cole's album dropping, there was Love, Death, and Robots. The Underground Railroad dropped.
Yeah.
Those Who Wish Me Dead. And then this as well.
You also got new Nicki and Drake and and Wheezy. Fire.
Did Drake actually drop?
No, not the album. He's on Nicki's album.
Yeah.
It's fire.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right. Very good. Give that a listen afterwards on the speakers.
Yeah.
But The Woman in the Window played out well right up until the last act, where it just shits itself.
Is this what they were talking about? They had to change everything again, or they were worried about the movie?
They've got so many good fucking actors in this.
Got my guy Oldman in there, man.
Got Oldman, got Paperboy, got fucking Jennifer Jason Leigh, got Julianne Moore. Everyone is like a potential killer in this movie. You got monsters. This cast lineup is fucking unbelievable. Like, you'd expect this from like a fucking Tarantino movie or something. But it's almost like they've created all these ideas in the first two acts, and the last act is just there, and they want to rush it. And you've got to change it into a traditional like murder mystery, like Scream type vibe. And you just like, they could have they could have like wrapped this up differently. The movie looks unbelievable. If you want to get into your wankery bag with mise en scene or how the direction and how everything fits within the frame,
Yeah.
it looks unbelievable. This is the best looking movie on Netflix.
Wow.
And yeah, there was so much promise, but ultimately shit itself in the end.
And I don't like that type of thing.
Me neither. Because I like liking a movie, especially if it's a mystery.
For me, you have to finish strong. Your opening needs to be your closing needs to be as good as your opening, because that's the last thing I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if you even if you fuck up the middle of the movie,
Yeah.
if that ending is strong, I'll forgive it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll like go through the shit just to like, have a good product at the end.
You
stick the landing.
You guys realize that 7 is like, a paint by numbers fucking thriller, right? But because of that ending, we talk about it 30 years later. Because of that ending. Wild.
Very true.
But also Fincher's masterful direction.
And the performance the clinic put on by fucking what's his face, by the Spacey.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
The perfect chemistry between Freeman and Pitt
Yeah.
destroys it.
Yeah.
If Pitt couldn't like pull off that last bit in 7, that whole movie would have just died.
It would have died in the ass.
Yeah.
And that's it for the week.
Yes, sir.
Failures.
guys.
That's a wrap. You can reach us on all socials: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We're on Spreaker under Logosmith Media. We are also on YouTube, also under Logosmith Media. Catch us there. We have the videos up weekly, edited by Weaver from Logo Bros. We are wearing Proven's merch. Nice cup there.
Yeah.
So we're decked out in the right drip too.
That's right.
Proven crew. Album drop. We are Rob, Dave, and Triz. Love yourself. Love movies.
Get vaccinated.
Vape more, smoke less, and wash your ass.
I'll be back.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
Go under your butts.